Let me be direct with you right now. Not later, not when you feel ready, not when conditions are perfect. Right now. Because what I am about to tell you is not something you hear once and forget. This is not background noise. This is not content to consume while you scroll through your phone with half your attention somewhere else. This is a message that has the power to change the direction of your entire life. If you let it in, if you actually listen, if you sit with it every single morning and let it remind you of something you already know deep down, but keep forgetting the moment life gets loud and busy and hard. You are not put on this earth to be ordinary. I need you to really hear that, not as a motivational phrase you've heard 100 times and let wash over you without landing. I need you to hear it as the truth it actually is. You were not put on this earth to wake up every morning and simply survive the day, to go through the motions, to do the minimum, to exist in the space between who you are and who you know you could be, telling yourself that someday you'll close that gap, that someday you'll start, that someday things will be different. Someday is not a day of the week, and you have been waiting for it long enough. Every single morning when you open your eyes, you are given something that millions of people who went to sleep last night did not receive. Another day, another chance, another opportunity to make a different choice than you made yesterday, another 24 hours to move closer to the person you've always known you were capable of becoming. Another morning to decide that today is the day you stop letting fear make your decisions, that today is the day you stop letting comfort keep you small, that today is the day you finally, fully, completely show up for your own life. Do you understand how rare that is? Do you understand what a gift that is? Most people wake up and immediately start complaining about the day before it has even begun. They wake up dreading the work, dreading the responsibilities, dreading the discomfort, dreading all the things they have to do, instead of recognizing the miracle of the simple fact that they woke up at all. You woke up today. That means you still have a chance. That means it is not too late. That means whatever you've been putting off, whatever you've been avoiding, whatever you've been telling yourself you'll get to eventually, you still have time. But time is not unlimited, and every morning you waste is a morning you can never reclaim. So let me ask you something, and I want you to answer it honestly. Not the answer you'd give someone else, the answer you'd give yourself in the quiet honesty of your own mind. Are you proud of how you've been spending your days? Are you genuinely, truly proud of the effort you've been giving to your goals, to your growth, to the life you say you want? Are you waking up every morning and giving everything you have? Or are you waking up every morning and giving just enough to get by, just enough to feel like you're trying without actually doing the hard thing, without actually pushing yourself past the comfortable edge of where you already are? Because there is a version of you that exists right now only in potential, a version of you that is stronger, more disciplined, more capable, more successful, more fulfilled than the version reading this right now, a version of you that has done the work, that faced the fear, that pushed through the resistance, that showed up on the days it was hard as well as the days it was easy. That version of you is not some fantasy. It is not some distant, unattainable ideal. It is simply the version of you that made a different choice every morning, one morning at a time. And the gap between who you are and who you could be is not talent, it is not intelligence, it is not luck or timing or circumstances or the advantages other people have that you don't. The gap is discipline. The gap is daily effort. The gap is the decision you make every single morning about how you're going to show up for your own life. Let me tell you something about mornings specifically, about why this message belongs in your morning and not your afternoon or evening, about why the first moments of your day are the most important moments of your day. Your morning sets everything. Your morning is the foundation on which the entire structure of your day is built. Get your morning right, and you carry that energy, that focus, that momentum into everything that follows. Get your morning wrong, and you spend the rest of the day trying to recover from a bad start. When you wake up and immediately reach for your phone, you start your day on someone else's terms. You flood your mind with other people's opinions and other people's problems and other people's content before you've had a single moment to fill it with your own intentions and your own thoughts and your own vision for the day ahead. You hand the most valuable mental real estate of your entire day, the fresh, clear, focused mind you have in those first waking moments, over to strangers on the internet. And then you wonder why you feel scattered and reactive and overwhelmed before you've even gotten out of bed. But when you start your morning with intention, when you start your morning by reminding yourself of who you are and what you're building and why it matters, when you fill the first moments of your day with purpose instead of noise, something shifts. You become the author of your day instead of a character in someone else's story. That is what this message is for. That is why you listen to it every morning. Not because you need someone to tell you what to do, but because you need a daily reminder, a daily reset, a daily return to the truth that gets buried under the noise and the busyness and the endless demands of daily life. The truth that you matter, that your goals matter, that your growth matters, that the life you want to build is worth building, that you are capable of more than you've been giving, that today is not just another day, today is another opportunity. Now let me talk to you about the enemy, the real enemy. Not the circumstances, not the economy, not the people who have more advantages than you, not the bad luck or the bad timing or the obstacles in your way. The real enemy is the voice inside your head that tells you that you're not ready, that you're not good enough, that it's too hard, that other people can do it but you can't, that you've tried before and failed, so why would this time be any different? That the comfortable, familiar, safe version of your life is good enough. That the gap between where you are and where you want to be is too wide to close. That voice is lying to you every single day, in every single moment of doubt and hesitation and self-sabotage. It is lying. And every morning when you listen to this message, you are choosing to fill your mind with a different voice, a voice that tells you the truth, that you are capable, that you are strong enough, that the obstacles in your way are not walls, they are tests. They are the resistance that is building the strength you need to carry the life you want to live. Because here is what nobody tells you about the hard things in life. The hard things are not obstacles to your success. They are the training ground for it. Every difficult morning where you got up anyway, every hard day where you pushed through anyway, every moment of doubt where you moved forward anyway, all of it is building something inside you that cannot be built any other way. It is building the character of someone who does not quit, who does not fold under pressure, who does not let the difficulty of the journey make them forget the importance of the destination. And character is everything. Character is the foundation of every achievement, every relationship, every success that lasts. Not talent, not intelligence, not luck. Character. And your character is being built or broken every single morning in the decisions you make before the rest of the world is even awake. Let me talk to you about fear, because fear is the thing underneath all of it. Fear is the engine that drives every excuse, every hesitation, every moment of self-doubt. Every time you've known what you needed to do and didn't do it. You are afraid, and that is okay. Fear is not the problem. Fear is human. Fear is universal. Every person who has ever done anything worth doing has felt fear. Every person who has ever built something meaningful, created something powerful, become someone extraordinary, has had to face fear every step of the way. The difference between the people who succeed and the people who don't is not that successful people don't feel fear, it's that they move anyway. They feel the fear and they do it scared. They feel the doubt and they take the step anyway. They feel completely unready and they begin anyway. Because they understand something that people who let fear control them never quite grasp. The fear does not go away before you act. The fear goes away because you act. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the decision that something else matters more than the fear. Your goals matter more. Your growth matters more. Your future matters more. The person you're becoming matters more. And every morning when you listen to this message and you get up and you face the day with intention and you do the hard thing and you push past the comfortable edge of where you already are, you are choosing that something else. You are choosing your future over your fear, your growth over your comfort, your potential over your excuses. You are choosing to be someone who does not let the voice of doubt be louder than the voice of purpose. Now I want to talk to you about consistency, because everything I'm saying, everything I'm asking of you, every morning you wake up and fill your mind with this message and rise with intention and face the day with purpose, none of it means anything if you only do it once, or twice, or for a week until the motivation fades and the old habits pull you back and life goes back to exactly what it was before. Consistency is everything. Not perfection. Perfection is a lie we tell ourselves to avoid the imperfect action that would actually move us forward. You are not going to be perfect. You are going to have bad mornings. Mornings where the alarm goes off and you feel terrible and the motivation is nowhere and everything in you wants to stay in bed and give up and try again tomorrow. Those mornings are not failures. Those mornings are the most important mornings of your entire journey. Because what you do on the hard mornings, on the uninspired mornings, on the days when you have every reason to quit and zero reasons to continue, that is what defines you. That is what separates the people who transform their lives from the people who always intend to but never quite manage to. Showing up on the easy days is not a virtue. Everyone shows up on the easy days. Showing up on the hard days is where character is built. And the hard days always come. They always come. The question is never whether you'll face hard days. The question is who you'll be when you do. And every morning you listen to this message and you get up and you do the work and you keep the promise you made to yourself the day before, you are answering that question. You are telling yourself and the universe and everyone watching that you are someone who shows up. Not just when it's easy, not just when you feel like it, every single day, regardless of how you feel. That is the most powerful identity you can build. Not rich, not successful, not talented or famous or admired, the identity of someone who shows up every single day. Because everything else, the success, the achievement, the life you want, is built on top of that foundation. Let me tell you what happens when you listen to this every morning for 30 days, when you start every single day by reminding yourself of these truths, of your potential, of your purpose, of the gap between who you are and who you could be, and the choice you have every morning to close it. Your mindset shifts, slowly at first, almost imperceptibly, but it shifts. The voice of doubt gets quieter, not because it goes away entirely, but because you've been drowning it out every single morning with a louder voice, a voice of purpose and possibility and determination. Your actions change, because mindset and action are not separate things. What you believe about yourself in the morning affects every decision you make for the rest of the day. When you start the day believing you are capable and your goals matter, and you are someone who does the work, you make different choices. You eat differently, you work differently, you talk to yourself differently, you respond to obstacles differently, you show up differently. And your results follow, not immediately, not all at once, but consistently over time, the compound effect of 30 days and 60 days and 90 days of starting every morning with intention and purpose and the daily reminder that you are more capable than you've been acting, that compound effect is enormous. It is life-changing. It is the difference between the life you have and the life you want. So here is what I'm asking of you. One thing, simple but not easy. Easy to understand but requiring real commitment to execute. Every morning when you wake up, before the phone, before the news, before the noise of the world floods in, listen to this. Remind yourself of these truths. Start your day by filling your mind with purpose instead of distraction, with intention instead of reaction, with the reminder that today matters, that you matter, and the choices you make today are building or destroying the life you want tomorrow. Just that, every morning. And watch what happens to your days. Watch what happens to your weeks. Watch what happens to your months. Watch what happens to your life. Because here is the truth that I want to leave you with this morning, the truth I want echoing in your mind as you go out and face whatever the day brings. You are not finished yet. You are not too late. You are not too old or too young or too far behind or too damaged or too anything. You are a work in progress, and every single morning is a new page, a fresh start, a clean slate on which you can write a different story than the one you wrote yesterday. The only question is, what story are you going to write today? Are you going to write the story of someone who let fear win, who let comfort keep them small, who hit snooze on their alarm and their dreams and their potential for one more day? Or are you going to write the story of someone who got up, who showed up, who did the work, who faced the fear and moved anyway, who decided that today, this morning, this moment was the moment things changed? You get to choose. Every single morning, you get to choose. So choose well. Get up, show up, do the work, face the fear, keep the promise. Every morning, starting right now.